Evening, everyone. I'm Raquel, and we have Strange Lunatic. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't done this for a few weeks. Uh, just taking a break and whatnot. Hey, Jedi Bill, how are you?
Ew.
It's
Ugh.
already May.
It's hot. It was over.
Hot.
It's hot in Kansas City. It's like over 90 degrees already. You know, I don't know about anybody else, but it's hot here.
Let's
Yeah.
see. It's 75 degrees for me in Ohio right now.
Well, let me see what the tip is. Let me get my phone. Do-do. It is 82.
Not too bad.
Yeah, but it was like 92 a couple hours ago. So
Right.
the heat is still out there. It's going to take a while for it to cool down. And tomorrow it will be 93. Thursday will be 93. Yeah. It's hot. It's not even
Yeah,
summer
hot.
yet.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's just we're still in spring right now.
Well, somebody needs to tell the weather that because uh, so well you want to talk or
Hey, digital pollution.
that's somebody I haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
Digital. Sup? Come join.
Yes, come join us if you want. Let's see. Let me put the link in the live chat. And there we go. The link for the panel is pinned in the live chat.
Yeah.
I might pop in for 5 minutes. Okay, that's fine.
5 minutes is better than no minutes.
Yeah. It's 93 here. It's 93 degrees here in Tucson,
Tucson.
Arizona.
Tucson.
Tucson. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just Tuscan?
well,
Uh,
it could be.
well, I don't think there's a Tuscan, Arizona, but there might be. There might be.
Yeah, we were watching the light on fire last night, and I think both of us just got tired at some point in the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like I'm passing out. I'm not quite sure where we left off.
I don't know. You can watch it anytime. I've seen it, I don't know, numerous times. So it's,
Well, it's from the 90s.
oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think if there are any other Clint Eastwood things I haven't seen.
Have you ever seen Unforgiven?
Yeah, but he told me that there's like some scenes I probably won't like.
Well, you know what? You got to grow a pair sometimes, Raquel. And
I'm a
watch.
girl. I'm not a man.
Well, so what? Sometimes you got to watch things you don't like.
True enough. Hey, Mora Kitty. Were you supposed to go live last night? Meow. I thought about that last night, and I wasn't really feeling it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I'm like,
Yeah. No,
it was
Unforgiven.
it was late at night, and I just
Yeah.
wanted just to hang back.
No, Unforgiven. It's nothing you haven't seen. You've seen worse. I guarantee you have. So. Oh yeah.
You could have told me so I didn't have to wait for you. I know, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I thought you were, I didn't. To be honest, more, from what happened with your cat a couple days ago, I didn't really want to, you know, bother
It,
you when you were
yeah.
going through that.
Yeah.
But I apologize. Uh, making you wait for that. You know, I'm sorry about that. It's digital pollution. Hey, digital pollution.
Hi,
Hey,
Cal. Hey there, DL.
how you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. And how are you? Good evening, you two good fine people this evening.
Hey, Jada Bell.
All
Hey,
I'm
right.
how's it going?
doing good.
Oh, hello there, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing fine, sir. And how is your good self?
Good. Doing very well.
Nice.
It's getting exciting over here.
How so?
Getting closer to that big, big number. That big number in the sky.
Big number
Oh,
in this
really?
guy.
Or almost to the summit of one plateau, I'll say. So, yeah.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up. Yeah.
Yeah, it don't normally get as warm here in Missouri as it
We're
has.
coming into our hot time of year here.
Not this
And,
early, anyway.
and it is Tucson, but that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Tucson.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have seen so many westerns back in the day. I'm familiar with its spelling.
I played westerns every Sunday on my channel.
So, what have we been up to? It's been a while since I've spoke to you, Raquel. It's been a hell of a time.
Oh, let's see. I've been just taking a break of stuff with all of us, really. I've been how many? It's been 2 years I've been doing this, so I'm kind of a little burnt out at the moment.
Oh, don't let that phase you. I've been doing my podcast now for bloody hell.
Oh no, I have no intention on quitting or anything like that.
Yes, yes.
I'm just taking a breather.
Yes. Oh, well,
Nothing wrong with that.
it's just hanging with your friends. That's what it's all about. It's not about channel growth or any silly things like that. It's about hanging out with your friends on a live stream. That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Right on to that. Right on,
True,
right
true.
on. Rock and roll.
Exactamundo, as the fans might say.
Uh,
Raquel, do you know who the Fonz is?
Yes. Happy
Okay.
days.
Yeah.
I know she's slightly younger than me, but she'll have to be living under a rock to not know who the Fonz is. I still have my Fonzie album from when I was a small little kid back in the day. I think the album came out in 1979 or 1980. Without checking, but that's a rough guess. And if you there's a little cardboard flip because the cover is just the Fonz, and there's a cardboard flip to it, so you can just stand it up and have it as like a picture, I guess. God, I'm old.
Uh, Not as old as probably I.
Well, we're not old anyway, so we've just been around for a while. That's all. Age is a state of mind. It's only a number.
So you're saying we're well seasoned.
Yes, yes. I will go along with that, sir. Yes, I will.
we ain't no spring chickens, though. Some of us.
No.
Well, you
And we
know,
ain't as spry as we used to be.
This is very true.
time takes no prisoners.
I know
Mm-mm.
because I'm approaching that. Hey there, TWTG content. Good to see you.
Where? Oh, here, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird. StreamYard is will be it's a little behind today. That's weird.
Oh, that's because I always watch the YouTube feed.
Hey, how's it going?
Sub content.
So, I'm really interested in astrology, uh, and stuff like that. And we're in, from what I understand, we're in the Mercury renegade right now. So expect having technology issues for this month and part of next month. I mean, I already had tech issues last night. Like, all of a sudden, my internet just completely shut down. But my Wi-Fi was still working. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I just left it alone for a few minutes, and then it came back on. I'm like, that was weird.
Evening, doctor.
It's called a dropout in signal. These things happen.
Hmm.
They do. These things happen.
That's good. Greetings.
Yeah, it must be morning for him.
Well, yes, it's approaching.
Yeah.
It's 2:45 a.m. where I am. As you can guess by my totally lack of character, I'm British.
Yeah, you're like, I think 6 hours ahead of me.
I'm pretty used to your time zones, most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I know Eastern is like 5 hours, so build upon that which you may. Yeah, it's basically 2:45 in the morning. Well, just past.
That's it.
But hold on,
yeah,
I was there.
he
I was there.
definitely doctor.
I was there for that because there's rumors going around that I was friends with Renfrew.
What's going on, Jedi Bell? Why I'm hearing saggy melons going through your mic?
You were hearing that?
Oh,
You
it was the weed. Thank fuck for that.
Like, where am I hearing Seki Melons all of a sudden? So how was the Sonic 2 movie Digital Pollution?
Yes, and always call it jazz, by the way. Hello, panel, it's jazz, really. Digital Pollution's just the channel, but, we're friends. It's jazz. Um, I didn't mind it, to be fair. It was perfectly serviceable as a sequel. Lots of, hey kids, can you remember this? Hey kids, can you remember this? Lots of that going on, but it was serviceable. Carrie does Jim Carrey, I guess, but for the first time he's pulling funny faces and that sort of movie he did with the Ace Ventura and the Mask, that sort of stupid movies. It works within context.
Well, I thought they were.
But yeah, it was a perfectly serviceable.
I thought they were funny.
It was okay.
Well, how's it stack up to the first film, though?
I would say it's on equal ground.
That's not bad. To be honest, I haven't seen the first movie.
But if you like callbacks and fan service, you may think it's better. It's
Do you
not
get a new
film.
like Digital Pollution? Do you get a new mic?
No, it's still the same old cheap shit one.
Oh, it's just really staticky and echo.
Ah, see, yeah. Right, let me see what I can do.
All right. And I guess Jedi Bill is crossing the streams.
What?
Nice.
Are you?
What? Was I what?
You said LOL, crossing the streams.
Crossing the streams.
Well, because I did hear Saggy Melons coming through your mic.
That's because I have a new soundboard and
Oh, okay.
it's the softboard, and a button was coming through. It wasn't really coming through your mic. I think it was just coming through the board. And
I gotcha. Hey, MJ. Hey, guys, guess who got his Yahoo email back and Discord back? That's good. Yeah, I heard, somehow your email and your Discord got hacked somehow.
That was shocking. It told me one of the day. I was like, holy fuck, Jeff.
Not only his PlayStation account got hacked too.
Just goes to show nothing is safe.
How did you get your email back? I like the old cartoon Sonic better than the movies.
I never watched them, to be fair.
I don't think I ever saw the original Sonic cartoon. I don't think.
Existence, but I never saw it.
Honestly, the only one I'm really familiar with is the Sonic X cartoon. But I never finished it. I just watched a few episodes and that was it. Is there any good movies coming up this year that anyone's excited to see?
There's nothing in the theater that make me want to go.
It's modern Hollywood. You have no chance of good movies from modern Hollywood.
Well, I was excited for the no, how do you say it? It's a different. I want to say this word, but I don't think it's that. It's not into the Spider-Verse. It's called. Across the Spider Verse.
Oh,
But I think that was pushed back, wasn't it? The release
is
date
that
for
the
it.
sequel to the Spider-Verse
Yeah,
animated movie?
yeah, they already did the first one.
And I do believe that's split into two parts.
Yeah, Spider-Man across the. You got Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, and then you have Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, if it's the sequel,
But I think that was
they
pushed
just put
back.
that back, and it's split into
Um,
two parts.
I think that was supposed to be released. The first part of it was supposed to be this October, but it was pushed back till ne- of June of next year, which is disappointing to say the least.
I thoroughly enjoyed the first one, so I will give
I
it a watch.
D I DM Yahoo yesterday. They gave me a number, and I called it back up. I called it up today and gave them a sorry photo of my ID and my phone number, and I got it back with two-step verification enabled. Well, that is really good. But question is, did you take the necessary steps of uh for that hacker not to gain that account back? You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, DL was telling me he watched a scary movie last night.
The latest installment.
In terms of movies, I went old school yesterday and today. Yesterday, I watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, along with 3 episodes of The Boys. Today, watched Firewalker starring Chuck Norris.
Holy shit, Firewalker.
It was Gossett Jr., yeah, and Chuck Norris,
The
yes.
Boys,
The
the,
boys.
the Boys. Is this the TV show of superheroes that are like have
They're
graphic?
hero. They're super, but nobody said they're heroes.
Yeah, but the let's just say it's kind of grisly for my taste.
Everything's grody to your taste.
Firewalker, though, that's a Chuck Norris movie I have not seen. I'll have to
Mm,
watch this. Write
I
this
think it's
down.
supposed to be like. I think he's supposed to be like an Indiana Jones type character, if I remember right.
Ooh, nice. Let me write this down so I won't forget. Firewalker. Firewalker. Chuck. All right, got it down. Ooh. Hey, Rapid Slug Ouchies, how are you doing? Been a
Hey,
while.
Dr. Slug.
You
Um,
slug.
Raquel,
Yeah,
I'll
Raquel and Panel.
take it for a little bit because I'm gonna go get my
Yeah,
dinner.
I saw. Thanks for coming by, Jedi Bell, and enjoy
I'll,
your
I'll
lasagna.
drop in after I get done eating.
Okay,
Maybe.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's good, dude. Before you go, it's a pleasure to meet you. And I'm heading off. It's nearly 3 a.m. and time for beddy buys for little old Jezza.
Yeah,
Uh,
pleasure meeting you too, sir.
And it's a great pleasure to meet all of you, of course.
well,
Raquel,
thank you.
Yeah.
thank you, sweetheart.
You're
Bye.
welcome.
I'll be back if I can, Raquel. Okay.
All right, that's fine.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Damn.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah. I put on deodorant.
Yes,
Yeah.
I changed my password. Good. Yes, Hulk smashed the like button.
Mm,
If I
Anyway,
should pass out, please forgive me. I understand. No worries. Yeah, The Boys is a story about the Justice League if there were greedy and corrupt celebrities. Interesting.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, yeah. Everything that is around focused around these heroes. I mean, they have their own TV network, they have their own building, they have their own newspaper, they have their own this, they have their own that, and
Their own newspaper.
everything.
Hey, Sherry.
I mean, you name it, they promote these heroes.
By the way, Kel, I got my first Dragon Ball video game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and it. I got my first Dragon Ball for 4 star, a classic. Yeah, I have not played Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I do have Dragon Ball Kakarot video game. You know, tells uh the whole story of Dragon Ball Z and whatnot. Haven't played it yet, but I plan to. That's what she said. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Slasher. How are you doing? Yes, please click the like button and share it out. I appreciate it. I need to see Tommy Boy again now for some reason.
We watched that. That was a funny movie.
Tommy Boy.
That's the one with David Spade and oh, can't think of his name. Chris Farley.
Well, you do have him as your avatar. I got Xenoverse for the create a character and time travel. Nice. Already enjoying it and prepped to get Xenoverse 2. Cool. Hello, John Doe. My dog stepped on a bee. Ouch.
Yeah.
Poor doggy.
Well, what about the bee? He probably didn't enjoy it either.
Well, I think he just went up the stairs, so to speak. He's gone.
He went to the big beehive in the sky.
Yeah. You couldn't think of Chris Farley's name, DL?
I was look. I wasn't. I told you I took meds.
Yeah, you took some pain meds for your back.
I told you so. I'm not really with it right now.
He had a brain fart. That's okay.
Yeah.
Hey, okay too. Poor doggy. Rip B. He's a what? Hey, Alistair, how are you?
On in,
Buzz,
Alistair.
buzz.
Might as well.
And you wonder where, nobody and Boosh and the rest of the guys are.
Who knows? I haven't heard a peep out of any of them for
No,
not a week.
I haven't heard it beep anything in our neck of the woods for a while.
Mm-hmm. Is Mora gonna come on? I thought she was going to.
I don't know. She's free to do so. I mean, the link's on the live chat. LOL. It's what Amber Heard said on the stand in the Depp trial. LOL. Just seeing if anyone picked up on the quote.
I have not watched any of that bullshit, so I
I have
don't.
not really paid attention to it.
I don't care. I don't like either one of them, so I don't care. They can shit all over each other. I don't care.
All I know is that, well, Johnny Depp pretty much looks innocent, and Amber Heard is pretty much guilty. That's all I know.
Yeah. When you shit in somebody's bed, it doesn't make you look good.
Like, dude. I mean,
So
I
cut off
understand you have the runs and stuff like that, but go to the toilet. Jeez.
and then she cut off the tip of his finger with a broken
That
bottle.
was Jesus.
Yeah.
Ouch, indeed. I remember getting stung when I was 13. I was at a lake with my aunt and cousins, and when walking from the lake to the house, I had shoes but no socks, and zing, I got stung on my ankle. Ouch. I was at I was at a I was staying at a cabin in Canada for vacation with my family. You know, and I was sleeping or trying to sleep. And something was like, you know, that feeling of uh bugs touching your skin. That's what it felt like. And and it was got to the point, I kept doing it, and I just got fed up, and I got up. It's like I was getting like paranoid. It's like something is like touching me, and I don't know where it's coming from. Um, my mom came into the room, and she immediately like screamed. And I'm like, "What happened?" She's like, "Something stung me on my hand." And then that's when we found out there's like a beehive on the on my side of the window outside, and there's somehow the bees were coming into my room.
Well, that was nice.
So I had to sleep on the pull-out couch that night.
Well,
And we left the next morning like, well, we're not going to stay here because there's obviously a nest problem. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Hopefully you got a refund.
I don't know. I asked my folks. They rented the cabin, not me.
Yeah.
I've been doing good. I've been outside all day, and I got play a game called Splitgate. I'm not familiar with that. Wonder where my underwear is. What?
Wow.
Carol, come up with us. I was already afraid of bees after one buzzed in circles around my head when I was a kid and ran to my mom crying. That stink just reminds me when I flinch whenever I see one. It's the same with me with spiders. Mega Jetty, I hate spiders. What do you mean? I don't know what you're getting at.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And because of this fear I have for bees, I'm making a scary alien humanoid bee species for my story, Blue Shogun. Oh yeah. How is that going? Really? With the court thing here? Oh, I'm not gonna really talk about that. That's a head case I really don't wanna delve into. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm a little behind. She did what the director of Tropic Blunder did. She shit the money bed, my friend.
Hmm.
Ouchies. And I've heard that the Obi-Wan show's ending got leaked recently. That's not good.
Disney,
Oh.
whatever they touch turns to crap.
Well, not in the back in the 90s it didn't.
Well, all they were dealing with was Disney stuff. Well, now
Right.
they got Marvel, they got uh, Star Wars, they got all that stuff, and they don't know what they're doing with it. All they're doing with it is shitting it, shitting it down the toilet.
Mm. No, I'm not allergic to bees. The only thing I'm allergic to is rubbing alcohol.
And your cat's tongue.
That too. Like for some reason, the saliva when she licks my skin, I get a little bit of allergic reaction to it. But that's about it. Nothing else. I did learn a good way to deal with bee stings, though. Rub toothpaste on it. A friend today also informed me to get a wet tea bag and place it on the string. Interesting.
What we used to do is we would take baking soda and water and make a paste, and you put it over the sting. That helps too.
That's good. Be right back. My nose is like bothering me.
Yeah.
All right, back. Well, it is spring, so I'm pretty sure my nose is going to be acting up sometimes
Yeah.
this time of the year. I hate it though. I mean, at least there's no really pollen in the air. That's when I really get irritated with my nose. Yellow hornets are bad as well. I don't want anyone to see those creatures. They can resting over and over and over. Hey, MSG, how are you doing? Spiders are our friends. Not my friend, they aren't. Splitgate is FPS multiplayer game that's basically a combination of Halo, Call of Duty, Portal, Doom 2016, and Eternals multiplayer, and Quake. I'm not familiar with any of that stuff. Wolf spiders are the worst. I don't even want to know. Bees are the top of the list, but I fear all creepy crawlers that bite and sting, be it bees, spiders, snakes, scorpions, you name it. I'm not really. I'm okay with bees. It's just spiders and themselves really creep me out.
No bees, no food.
I'm fine with bees because they be honey, and we need honey. Stupid allergy season. Blue Shogun has been on the back burner while I regained my email, but now that I have it taken care of, I can start getting back into it. That's good. If they are leaking it means it's bad. Possibly. I'm waiting on a phone call. Okay, take your time. And just in case you're wondering what the Obi-Wan show's ending, it is basically a bait and switch. All right, then I really don't think I want to watch it. If I pass out, please forgive me. Oh, that's fine. If you pass out, you pass out. That's a Brian Adams song. Brian? Ah, sissy, just rub some dirt in it. Rub what and what? Cookies!
You're way behind on the chat.
Yeah, I am. I know my nose is acting up. Hold on. You know what? Maybe something is on my shirt that's making my nose crazy. I'll be right back. Hold the fort.
Alistair, come on in and join. The link is in the chat.
All right, I'm back.
All right.
Yeah, nose alert. I think my cat was out in the back porch today, so she must have. I don't know. She must have rubbed something on herself, and she rubbed against me, and it's making my nose react in a certain way. So I had to change my outfit and wipe her down. And she hates when I do that.
Well, tough toenails.
It's like, what did you rub yourself off with?
Canadian Spider-Man joined the chat while you were gone.
All right, let me get to the rest of the comments. I know I'm way behind. I'm sorry. My nose has been acting up because probably my cat rubbed something against herself that's making my nose react to such a way. No pollen in your part. We got tons of it in the air, Oklahoma. Oh, man. What's good, Mo? Depends on the spider. All spiders are creepy to me. I don't mind steady long legs? I really don't. They are friendly, don't bite, and take care of any bugs infesting the house. I don't trust black widows. No, neither do I.
I don't think anybody's supposed to trust a black widow.
No. Nothing much. Cookies just got in for my kids. Band banquet. Nice. It's a spider the size of a wolf. It's insane. They can't even howl. Ugh. Or those dropping spiders from Australia. Yeah, no. LOL. Okay, I have spider issues. Me too. No, no. Spider sense tingling. Meow. But yeah, I kind of wish Lucasfilm started doing some management fixing. No shit. No, it's all out of context. M, grr, and purr, Mora. Of course, now it sounds like I said rub some dirt cookies in the bee sting. Are you governor yet? To Moira, I guess. That could work, cookies. Hey, Canadian Spider-Man. Hey, good to see you. Nice to see you too. I was hoping to pass OOT. I'll be on in a moment. I'm at a friend's house, and I'll be on when I get back to my dad's. Okay, that's fine. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be live streaming though. Why is it late night owls? It's only 7 p.m. here. Well, hold on a minute. I do not know what's going on. My nose is all of a sudden is being really flared up right now. Um, well, it's 10 o'clock, almost 10:30 my time, so yeah, late night for me. Damn it. Did someone not pay the internet gas bill again? I don't think so. I think, I don't know. Buy up on tissue paper. I think we're past that by now. Outfit? What are you wearing? A stormtrooper uniform? No, I'm just changing my shirt. I think my cat rubbed onto something in the back porch and it's making my nose flare up for some reason, so I changed my shirt for that reason. Cats are jerks. Well, maybe sometimes, but not all the time. Spider-Man is not creepy. No, Spider-Man is awesome. Meow. The only Black Widow I trust is ScarJo. She's cool. LOL. More of a throbbing feeling. Joke. The bird-eating spiders and golden orb spiders in northeast Australia are huge. I will not set foot in Australia for that reason. And I'm also going to take it to a guess that Obi-Wan show is kind of going to be like the book of Boba Fett, where we'll have episodes that completely focus more on the other characters. I don't know. We just have to wait and see, I guess. It's getting late. I have no idea. Yeah, it is getting late.
I'm only going to last a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna take off.
All right. Everyone's free to join on the panel. The link is pinned in the live chat. Just wanted to drop by and say hi. Gotta help kids with homework. Okay, thanks for stopping by, MSG. Rather than the titular character the show is named after. I still wonder what a battle between Spider-Man and Shelob would be like. Don't know. LOL. And I'm all caught up. Is it over? No?
No, I'm just gotten to leave because I took meds and I'm
You're fading fast. Yeah.
fading fast.
Yeah.
I was hoping somebody would join Raquel so she wouldn't be alone.
Well, the link is on the live chat. Feel free to pop on in. I'm not gonna go long anyway because let's see, I'll be over at Brodan's live stream tonight. I think what time? I think yeah, by 12:45 Eastern time. So yeah, about like in
A little over an hour from now, sounds like, or a couple hours from now. I don't know.
well, it's 10. It's like almost 10:30. So like someone to 2.5 hours for me.
Yeah.
I thought I was fading fast. No, nope. I'm still good. If you Google 4 Mile Beach in Port Douglas or Whitehaven Beach in the Sunday Island, you will change your mind about visiting Australia. Sand and water like no other. If you're gonna wrap up, would you like to raid someone? I'm not gonna wrap up.
No, I'm willing leaving.
I'm still gonna go for a little bit, and then probably end things because I am gonna be with Thade and Brodan on Brodan's channel in a little bit. Spider-Man would beat Shelob or whatever you say it.
I think that Shelob was in Lord of the Rings. I think she was the giant spider.
Oh yeah, no. So this is like a Lord of the Rings character, not in the Marvel comics. Okay.
I think. It's been a while since I've seen him.
I hope he would stronger and faster than Captain America. You, Brodan, and Thade ready to talk about multiverse of madness? I think so.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Raquel, I'm gonna go.
All right. Thanks for coming, DL.
All right. Somebody join Raquel. I don't want her to be alone.
I'll be fine. You get some rest.
All right. See y'all later.
Later, DL. And once again, the link's in the live chat. If you guys want to pop on the panel on here, you're more welcome to do so. No, not Marvel. Lord of the Rings kicked ass. You shall not pass. Yes, I love the Lord of the Rings movies, including the Hobbit movies as well. Yeah, Shelob is the Lord of the Rings character. That quote will never get old. Nope, it will not. That scene with Gandalf fighting off the Shattered in Flame monster was just cool. I forgot the name of the creature though. So, what's everyone been doing lately? Anything exciting? Ah, a Balrog. Yes, you're correct, Dave. Thank you. So, how is that show on Amazon going to be? This, the prequel spinoff of the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure people are still pretty tiffed about the dwarf queen not having a beard. Apparently, tee hee hee hee. Question mark. I also saw a YouTuber talking about his stance on the topic of scientifically accurate dinosaurs in movies. Well, that's really difficult. I mean, all we have to go on with dinosaurs themselves about is just their skeleton structure. Um, the details themselves in terms of flesh or and what else they have, it's up to debate, specifically for Jurassic Park. Yeah, the show remake. My stepdad wanted to see the Silmarillion adapted. I do too. I would like to see that adapted, but the question is, do you really want to see that adapted or not? Um, with how things are with Hollywood. I haven't read that book either. I mean, to be quite honest, I haven't read any of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings book. I really should though at some point. But it could be a thing. It could, depending how it goes. Did you see the new Dune movie? Yes, I have, quite a while ago. And I have to say between I think the original Dune movie was in the 80s, I believe. Between that movie and the one now, I believe I like the old version better. And it's more fast paced, but the recent one is it's not like it's dragged. The recent one is just like dragged on. There's not, you know what I mean. Not to mention scientific accuracy needs to go very drastically, not just adding feathers on dinos. I also watched some of Chronicle Order cut videos of the Alien vs Predator video games. Awesome. I like the 80s movies. Yeah, I like the 80s movies and the 90s movies are good. And some of the 2000 movies as well. Let's 80s Dune movie that is. Yep. It was good, even though I didn't understand it as a teen. The 60s and 70s movies have a lot of content, too. Never saw this one, waiting for them to complete it first. Yeah, I don't. It's only the first half. I don't think the second half. I don't know. It might be a year or two from now. Who knows? Same with the 30s, 40s, and 50s. I'm more familiar with the 80s and 90s and so on and so forth. Has anyone seen any good movies lately? I thought the next Dune movie was coming up soon. Let's see. Dune Part 2. Yeah, that's in next year of the fall. I also got my buddy some birthday gifts for his birthday on his 23rd. Oh, nice. Happy birthday to your friend. I could be wrong. I saw Doctor Strange the Multiverse of Madness Saturday. Oh, really? How did that go? I'm still behind on my Marvel movies. I haven't even seen Guardians of the Galaxy yet. Is it too late for me to talk about good movies and TV shows? Nope. Hey, Adam, you saw it Thursday? Cool. I'll get to it. Just I had to go through other movies first to get to that point. Hey, I might have missed them, but have you done any streams about anime? I know you talking about it, I think. LOL. Yeah, I do talk about anime here and there. I don't really go in depth without it. Most likely because I don't really think anyone here is that familiar with it, to be honest. Was fun. A change of pace from the typical generic Marvel film. You have access to Disney Plus. You can see it when you have time. Yeah, true. I'm just I just want to watch the other films before that, before I get to that one. You haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Unsubbing. I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I mean, there's a lot of Marvel movies I need to uh, you know, War for Cybertron, Kingdom, Taiga, Tron, Transformers Legacy, Prime Universe, Bulkhead, a Funko Yu-Gi-Oh! My Valentine figured in a DVD of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dark Side Chronicles. Awesome. I'll join you in a few. Okay. Hey. The Northman was too long, but quite good. Very much on the 80s type masculine movie, IMO. I have to see Northern Man. Northern Man? Is that a TV series or a movie? Doctor Who just got a new character to play the Doctor. Yeah, I saw that. Whatever his name is, you know, good luck. Such a great movie. My favorite Marvel movie, maybe. I have to go. Good show. Later, taters. Later, rapid slug out cheese. I think the one I'm really excited to see is the Black Panther one because I like cats. I'm like a well, I wouldn't say a crazy cat lady, but I really like cats. Also, I saw a WWE tweeting to a VTuber on wanting to collab together. That sounds cool. The Northern Man is a Viking movie. Ooh, nice. Might have to check that out. The Northern Man. The Northern Man. Let's see. Is it out right now or is it yet to be released? Oh, okay, it's already out. Alright, I'll have to check this out later. It's a Viking movie with a strong female characters and male characters. Story driven with graphic violence. Well, that's typical with Vikings. Alright. Is anything coming up this weekend? I'm most likely gonna hang out with my extended family this weekend. Speaking of which, since I'll be hanging out with my extended family this weekend, there will be no funhouse shenanigans this week. I usually do it on a Thursday, but I don't think I'll have the time to do so this week, so I'll have to postpone it till next week, most likely. Yes, smoke them if you got them. Goes well with a cab salve. I remember they mentioning that the events of Northman was the inspiration for Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Ah, did not know that. That's cool. I'm trying to find out why my lawnmower won't start. Then moving the lawn or mowing the lawn. Hopefully, I can pair the motor before I get too drunk to safely operate the mower. Well, let's hope you can repair that motor. Can't wait to go to Buffalo, New York. Have the local cuisines and whatnot. Oh, I'd like to go to this hot dog joint. It's called Ted's Hot Dogs, and they have the best hot dogs there. Um, how I know it's old, but the hot dog place is old, but I'm not sure how old it is. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Um, this hot dog place. It's been around since the 1920s. Speaking of which, I believe the Star Wars Ahsoka series either starts very soon or it has already started. What are your favorite food places you guys like to go to when you're like, when you're at home? Mika was surprised when Asuka treated her that, especially the fact that Mika was playing WWE 2K. I'm not really familiar with wrestling. That's not really my thing. Have you ever been to Calgary or Vancouver out west at all? So much good Indian and Chinese food here, Vietnamese and Japanese. No, I have not been to Calgary or Vancouver. I do sometimes uh temporarily stay in Ohio and Texas. You know, Southern Third is good comfort food. I taught English in Tokyo to many students with those names. Oh wow, that's cool. I mean, I wish I could write and speak Japanese, but it's a very hard language to learn. I mean, I would really like to go to Japan one of these days. Um, I'm most likely gonna bring some kind of um tech gadget will uh translate the language for me. Well, I like going to McDonald's, Dairy Queen. I haven't been to a Dairy Queen for quite a long time. Taco Bell, Arby's, China House, and China Star. I'm not familiar with those. Also, recently got into Burger King and Hardee's recently. I'm not familiar with Hardee's either. I'm more familiar with Wendy's though. I mean, Wendy's Frosties are like really uh, good and thick. It is really hard to write, easy to speak, no verb conjuga conjugation. Uh, you know, I you know what I mean, like Spanish or French. Conjugation, I think it is. Yeah, conjugation. Ugh. Tongue twister. China House and China Star are two Chinese restaurants in my home state, Kentucky. Oh, cool. Just a pizza joint. Um, you know, I would like to go to, and I think it's called Mushroom Pizza. No, either Mushroom Pizza or Mushroom Pizza. Specifically, China House is in Grayson and China Star is in Moorhead. Okay. It's okay. You're good. Mara's kitty's chilling. Chill, kitty. Oh, I also like Little Caesars, Tyler's, and Giovanni's. Never. I mean, I had Domino's Pizza, Pizza Hut. What is that other pizza place I tried? I can't remember the name, but I don't think I have. I don't think I ever tried Caesar's Pizza before. Hugs, meow meow, Mario. Magic mushroom pizza used to be served at full moon parties in Koh Samui, Thailand, allegedly. Never been to Thailand. I mean, I've been to Mexico, Canada, and yeah, it's pretty. No, I've been to I was at a cruise, and I've been to a place called Saint Kitts. Yeah, I would not take a cruise again. Like, seasickness is not fun. I'm also starting to get into an anime movie called the Popo the Signpill. That's interesting. Let's see. I'm gonna look up this movie. Popo the Signpill. Huh. Interesting. I'll check it out later. Haven't seen the movie yet, just only a few snippets of it. Maldimer, St. Kitts in South Australia. My memory is not clear. No, it's where the Caribbean islands are. I also discovered an old anime series called Sherlock Hound recently. Sounds interesting. Seasickness is horrible. I swear a buddy of mine turned light shade of green while out deep sea fishing. I had to sit still and just deal with it. Yeah, it, it's not good. It was when I was on the cruise ship, I was getting sick because of the seasickness. And my mother, like, gave me these bands um, that have like a little half a ball that was cut that was glued onto these bands, and I'll have them, have those bands on my wrist, and somehow that wouldn't make me such sick for some odd reason. Whoopa Troopa, how are you doing? Nice to see you. I tried to go on Twitch at first, but had trouble, so I am here now. Huh, that's weird. Guys, if you don't know, I'm also multi-streaming on Twitch. If you want to follow me on Twitch, just click on the link that I have pinned. That I not pinned. I mean, that I have put on description of this video or live stream. Even better, let me just get the link and just put it in the live chat. All right, there you are. Here's all my links you can follow me on. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Gilded, Odyssey, and whatnot. You want to see a cool Whoopa art? Sure, send it to me on Twitter, and I'll take a look. All right, already sent. All right, let me just check it out. By the way, I am so into Dragon Ball now. I'm saving to get the whole classic series, the whole Z series, and I'll save that last one for a surprise. Yeah, you definitely want to start with the Dragon Ball series, then on to Dragon Ball Z, then Dragon Ball GT, and then Dragon Ball Super. I say my favorite series of the Dragon Ball series is Dragon Ball Z. No contest. Wait, you mean there's more Dragon Ball Z? Yes. Um, the prequel, the start of the series that you must start on is Dragon Ball. Start on Dragon Ball, then on to Dragon Ball Z. After that, you go to Dragon Ball GT, and then Dragon Ball Super. But I know people are, iffy with Dragon Ball GT. I understand, but It's totally up to you if you want to check Dragon Ball GT or not. And there's the Super Broly movie and the other old Dragon Ball movies. Yeah, there's a lot of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super movies. I think um I could be wrong on this. How many are there? What I think there are like 20 films in all. I think I'm not really sure. Super is a nice free refresh to DBZ. Yep, I agree. I wanted to prefer the classic series because they were magic and not ripoff of Superman with them being aliens. But the action and characters of the are awesome. DBZ movies rule. Yeah, if you haven't start the series of Dragon Ball, start with the Dragon Ball and then go on to DBZ. And then go to Dragon Ball GT. If you want to skip that, that's fine, and just go to Dragon Ball Super. But I know there was supposed to be a Dragon Ball Super movie coming out, but the last I heard, that was put on the back burner. Let's see. No, it said Dragon Ball Super superhero movie will be coming to America in theaters this summer. All right. All right, something to look forward to. There's loads of Dragon Ball games. Yeah, loads. Like I don't know which one to start with. It's supposed to make a canon version of Android 21. Android 21? Do you mean that girl with the brown hair with the glasses? You know, she has that uh lab coat as well. Hello, pop culture, are you? Yep, also turns into Majin Buu version of herself. Yeah, which is cool. Hanging in there. Good to see you, Raquel. That's good. Guys, nice to see you too. All right, you're feel free to do so. I'm gonna be here for another hour, and then I have to go to Brodan's channel with Fade. Hey, Adam.
Hey,
How you doing?
not too bad. I don't know. I mean, I think with DBZ you can start off with Super though. You can kind of because I never got all the way through Dragon Ball because they only had I think what the first two seasons, like if that, dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I've ever seen, and the rest of it was always subtitles. So, but with DBZ, you can start off with Dragon Ball Z because you can always go back and watch him younger. Because even the stories where he's got characters from previous, I always felt that they explained it well enough in the storyline itself, where it, even though you didn't know the character from before, where if you would have saw Dragon Ball, oh, it's drawn a little differently. But yeah, I don't. I mean, either way is fine. And then yeah, you could always skip GT and or Go. But yeah, I think that I felt when I saw Super Sassy. When I saw Super, it reminded me a lot of when DBZ launched first on Toonami.
Well, for me, like when I didn't get for me, I found Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. Back in the day. Uh, I didn't find out till later that Dragon Ball was the prequel story of that series. So if you haven't really checked out the Dragon Ball series, I would suggest starting the Dragon Ball TV show from there and then go to DBZ.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you. If
sorry.
it's up to you if you want to check out GT. I know people are like hot and cold with that TV series, and just go on to Dragon Ball Super.
I was fine with it, by the way. I'm just saying it because it doesn't really GT doesn't follow into Super.
I appreciate the story of GT, but I just don't like how they made young Trunks so nerdy and weak.
Also, as for my introduction to the Dragon Ball universe, I started off with it with Dragon Ball Z Kai back when it was airing on Nicktoons when I was younger, and that was my gateway of it. And I also heard that GT was kind of having mixed feelings as well. Like some people liked it because it follows the manga, obviously those types, but I also heard that there's some people that didn't like the music change, the music choices, the fact that they cut out the best filler episodes and filler scenes, and also didn't follow what the opening and ending animations had. Like it has completely up to date animation, but they're still used. But in the actual show, they just still use the old 80s or 90s animation rather than the new animation that they had in the opening and the ending themes for the show, but except just made it playable on modern TV at the time.
I'm not really a fan of Kai. I think they should just left the animation alone. It just looks too clean and cut and polished for me.
Yeah, I mean, heck, I even heard that it was also mostly as a introduction to kids, an introduction to Dragon Ball to kids at the time.
I love food.
And hey, I was one of them, and at least it got me into a series that I eventually grew to like.
Well, the thing that was nice about Kai, like you said too, it was a little bit cleaner, but it also took out where like Piccolo shot through Goku and Raditz. Like it doesn't show the whole. It's censored. It's PG. So that was kind of the nice thing about it too.
I mean, I know they want to clear up the animation and make it look nicer, but the way they did it, it's too cut and polished. I mean, it gets rid of the grain of the animation. If you get rid of the grain to the point it looks way too neat, it just gets rid of the how do I say this? The authentic look to it.
Especially the fact that the original show was made in the 80s or 90s, I
Right.
forgot.
Mm-hmm.
And heck, I also heard that from some people is that the dub for Kai also was improved and got really good voice acting, and that's a bit better than the original dub for DBZ.
Yeah, you're correct, MJ1. Kai did fix the animation errors. Vegeta's hair was drawn with red hair instead of black. Kai fixed that. I
Hmm.
didn't really mind that animation error with Vegeta with red hair and his armor in different color. I didn't really mind that.
And not to mention, I also remember one musical piece from Kai that I think was pretty much the only thing so far that I heard was good was the Ginyu Force song. You know, the Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai. You know, or at least in the English dub's case, Ginyu Force rules, Ginyu Force rules, Ginyu Force rules.
I'm more familiar with the Toonami theme songs during the fight scenes.
Oh yeah, the original dub score, the original
Yeah,
dub
I am more
score.
familiar with that. I'm not really familiar with the Japanese theme songs.
Yeah, I checked out some of them on YouTube, at least the clips of the show on of it. And wait, is my never mind. I didn't mean to check.
It was for a second there.
Darn it! Well, suckish that I don't have my headphones with me, so that way it would still last a bit longer. But anyway, um, mostly the Ginyu Force theme was mostly drums playing a little bit with some orchestral stuff playing in the back, playing in a little bit.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out that theme song. It was like the that theme song they were playing at the end of the Dragon Ball Super Broly film. I don't remember the name.
I still haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one?
No, that's the only one. Because I own the other ones, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't seen that one, that super one yet.
Well, that one, I don't know. I don't know why. I mean, to me, the old Dragon Ball Z Broly movies are canon to me, but now they're telling us it's not canon. This Dragon Ball Super Broly is the canon one.
Well, like I said, Super to me is just a nice reboot of DBZ, and that's basically what they're telling you.
Right.
Because to me, it's all up to the individual person. Like, just because they say, well, now this is canon. Well, I don't care. I'm sticking with the other ones because those movies back in the day, those DBZ movies, man, those were some really good movies.
Yeah, and that's the best part of fiction. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, dude. Don't apologize. No, but like the history of Trunks, that was another good move. Like that one was kick ass. And that'd be funny if they came in and then said, okay, now that's not canon because now the super, because like the GT version of all these characters is different from the way that, we end up with super. So it's been a long time since I've seen GT, but if I'm remembering correctly, where we leave the characters are totally different from where we pick them up with Super. And again, I'm a huge Raquel. You know this. I'm a huge.
I am the same.
Yeah. And I would never claim that I know it all because there's tons that I don't know about DBZ. I just know I loved it.
I'm not a total expert of the Dragon Ball series either. I'm just a really big fan of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sad when the voice of Bulma died, and a lot of the voice actors we've lost over the years and stuff, and even the newer ones, and it's just like, man, that really sucks because
the whole debacle with Vic Mignogna and Funimation. Oh god.
Yep.
Yeah. MJ1. I enjoy the Dragon Ball Z average and the opening song Shala Head Shala. Then yes, that's it. That is the song I'm thinking of. Yes,
Yep.
that one.
Chala, chala.
Shala. Yeah, I love that one. I need to watch. Uh, I need to watch the Tree of Might movie
Oh, it's so
again.
good.
I need to watch it again. It's been so long.
Yeah. I mean, heck, the last Dragon Ball game I ended up playing, well, sort of played, was Xenoverse 2, and I enjoyed it so far.
I haven't played the Dragon Ball Xenoverse video games. I do have the Dragon Ball Kakarot video game, but I have yet to play it though.
Man,
Yeah.
all mine are all older than that, man. I've got all the older stuff. Bust the limit. I got shirts from when that game came out at GameStop where you got a shirt with it.
Oh wow! Awesome.
Yeah, I've got so much DBZ stuff. This my office is like Marvel, DC. There's wrestling stuff, and then you remember, Raquel, that whole wall was nothing but DBZ figures.
Yeah, I remember. I can't remember if it was McDonald's or Burger King, but they had these figures of like Goku and Vegeta, but they were like silver with their own stands, and they had a card that would come with it.
Cool.
I know they had a couple of different card games because you had the cards that came with the figures, and there was a game for that, and they had a GT card game as well. I've got tons of the cards. I have no idea how to play them, but like I just got the stuff in a bin buy on like eBay that had a bunch of like DBZ stuff in it.
I wonder if I can find a picture of it.
Yeah. Oh, and I also remember playing a Flash Dragon Ball Z fighting game on a computer in elementary school one time, but I just couldn't figure out the controls a bit, and well, the anime AI wasn't doing anything at all.
Good night, Dave.
Night.
Night, baby.
Yeah, I mean,
I said silver.
Yeah, they go all the way back to the PS2. That's yep.
Yeah, I heard Budokai was definitely the stuff.
I mean, for its time, man, all those DBZ games when they came out, they were kick ass.
Okay, here they are. I remember getting these at. I thought it was McDonald's, but it's Burger King. Yeah, that's where I got the Goku, Krillin, Gohan. I would like to get the Super Saiyan Goku, but I didn't. Unfortunately, I don't have them anymore. But I've been thinking about it. Buying these off eBay and such.
Right, nothing wrong with that. I mean, as long as they're not like ridiculously priced at like
yeah, I'm not paying $50 for one item.
Yeah. I mean, I got lucky. Like I said, those cards that are behind them, I've got so many of those because I got a big, tons of stuff. It was just DBZ cards and a bunch of other stuff was in it. And I can't even remember what some of those stickers and little figures and all that stuff. And, that was DBZ was one of the first car themes I had my car themed out in, and then from that to Transformers to, Joker. So tons of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Transformers, have you been enjoying the War for Cybertron toys and the Legacy toys so far?
To be honest, I haven't really kept up with the Transformers films as of late. I think I only caught up with 3 or 4 of the movies so far.
The first film, Revenge of the Fallen, and Dark of the Moon?
Yeah, I think I'm not really sure if I saw the fourth one. Hold on a minute.
You're not sure if you've seen the Marky Mark one?
Age of Extinction.
Let's see. I've seen the original one. I see the Revenge of the Fallen. Have seen the Dark Side of the Moon. No, I have not seen the fourth film.
Yeah, that's the one with Marky Mark, right?
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one with the Dinobots in it.
Haven't seen it yet.
I thought the Marky Mark one was kind of an all right kind of spin off of the other three that we got, personally.
And then you got the Transformers The Last Night, and then you have Bumblebee.
Yeah. The Last Night didn't do well.
Yeah, I thought Bumblebee would. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I thought that was a real nice the way that they ended it, where they could relaunch the entire franchise fresh.
Well, there is supposed to be another Transformers film called Rise of the Beasts for next year.
Yep, and it's a Beast Wars movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I figured that's what that was, the Beast Wars. Because I never really watched much of the Beast Wars or anything because I was, G1. Because I was a kid when G1 was out, so
I need to catch up on my Transformers film, man.
Yeah,
I started rewatching the. Netflix had something where it had the original Transformers with the Beast Wars together, and Galvatron had the Matrix around his neck, and I'm like, what the hell is going? I was so confused. I started watching it though, and I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, you should have seen me with watching random episodes of G1 on the Hub back in 2011. And when I saw the episodes for season 3 where it had the new characters and Rodimus and Galvatron, I was like, wait, where's Megatron? Where's Optimus? Where's the other characters? Until I saw the G1 movie, and I was like, oh, that explains why.
I'm really interested to see if oh, I forget the character's name. Darn it. Help me out, Alistair.
All right.
Are you familiar with the Transformers animated TV series? Armada, Cybertron, Energon.
Oh, the Unicron trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
yes.
I haven't seen much of it, but I see.
I wonder if we're going to see a live action movie of the Transformers and the Decepticons fighting Unicron.
Oh, well, I have seen some people talk about how Unicron should be the big bad endgame villain like Thanos was. Yeah.
So do a live action, 86 cartoon movie. I'd be all right with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's done right,
Well, I would hope that they would try to, especially since, after Marky Mark's Transformers didn't really quite take off. And then like I said, for me, the Bumblebee was a good way to end it out. Whether you like the movie or not, the end of the movie where they're riding off, like you could relaunch from that so easy. And if we start getting better movies, is what I'm hoping that the trend is going to start. Hopefully, maybe finally we're at that curve now where things will start getting better entertainment wise. I'm hoping.
Sorry.
So no, but that would be a good place. Like Transformers would be, with the right relaunch and the movie done right, correctly, Transformer wise, no politics, no this, no that. Just let's be Transformers here. Yeah, man, I think that would make some serious coinage.
Yeah, especially also have Travis Knight and the guy who's going to do Rise of the Beast work together to work on some of the newer films as well. And heck, we still got an Optimus movie and a Cybertron prequel movie in the works to come yet. That's also set in the new universe as well.
Nice.
And considering that Hasbro's doing this little celebration or just making new toys off of different Transformers series recently, considering, ironically, I found that while the Bumblebee movie is set in the 80s, and now that the Rise of the Beast movie is also going to be set in the 90s, just like the respected Transformers series they're based off of being set in.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're also going to do stuff like Robots in Disguise 2001 and the Unicron trilogy animated, Prime, and among other things.
I would imagine it would depend on how the movies go, though. You know, like if the first one does pretty good, all right, then we'll do another one with content of if it does as well, we'll do more. Because I mean, that's where they got to be careful at. You know, too much of the same thing over and over and over, and even Mark Wahlberg's style of Transformers, which was different from the Tobey Maguire stuff that we had. They were all still good movies, and you could be entertained by them, but we haven't had the great, like for me, still the animated movie. When I saw that in theaters as a kid, that was still the best. Like we haven't had that yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
No
and
offense
heck,
to it, 'cause I like all the Transformer movies. Don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean. It's like, to me, that animated movie still has not been topped.
yeah, I mean, heck, and then another thing to mention is that at least with movies 1 through 3, they also had supplementary material like comics from IDW and two novels that are prequels to movies 1 and 2, and then there's cyber missions as well to help at least fill in the gaps more of with what movies 1 through 3 established. And there's even comic adaptations of the movies that follow the original scripts for the finished versions of the movies of what was originally going to be in those movies. And I also remember the United Kingdom also did their own take of the Bayformers films and even made a prequel story for Age of Extinction, like showcasing how that Crosshairs and Drift came to Earth after the Battle of Chicago, and Lockdown was chasing a alien she criminal who was part of a alien mafioso family, and then got hired by the the Bayformers Quintessons to capture Optimus Prime as well. Though weirdly, at least based on when I researched a bit, they haven't really showed how Hound got onto Earth. And they also did some weird stuff, like have Optimus and Bumblebee start out in their new forms for the film rather than continuing using their forms from Dark of the Moon, and portraying Stinger as a escapee Cybertronian, not a KSI drone made by KSI. But I read on TF Wiki that this probably just wasn't something they were informed on, and that was basically it for the UK Titan Magazine's run for the Bay Film Comics. So yeah. Oh, sorry.
I'm not familiar with the comics that much.
Same. I've got some, but I haven't got through them yet, or even to them. But yeah, I mean, it was like, for me, it was the cartoon, and then that movie came out, and that was just the icing on the cake. And then even when we got the Michael Bay Transformers that started, those, they were great. You felt pretty good with all three. I think the third one was the weakest, if I'm remembering right. But either way, they were still fun. It was nice to see them come to life, but I don't think they've quite hit it properly. Like I said, I felt the end of Bumblebee when I saw them rolling together. Like, that felt right. That felt old school. That felt like the cartoon. So I'm really excited and fingers crossed that the next batch will be, really, really good, Transformers, and go back more with the cartoon style. There's some crazy off the wall, who knows what they might come up with.
Oh yeah, I mean, heck, and since I mentioned the comics a bit, I mean, G1 had 3 comics so far. Well, sort of 3. That being the Marvel comics, which is the G1 universe. Hey, Mr. Peabody. Anyway, as I was saying, there was some Marvel comics for G1, though it's its own universe, and it's also set in the Marvel universe as well.
Yeah.
And then there's Dreamwave Productions comics and IDW IDW's comics. And well, there's two versions of IDW's comics. There's the ones from 2005 up to 2015 or 16, I believe. And then there's also a rebooted version of their comics that started in 2019.
Hey, Daniel.
Hi, what's up?
Talking about Transformers.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see that one.
Oh, you haven't seen the movie?
No.
Ah.
Yeah, I started rambling about Transformers on a minute ago, and Raquel asked me if Unicron, if I think Unicron would be the big bad for the new Transformer movies, and I told her, well, I heard some people speculating that he should be the Endgame villain like Thanos was,
and maybe have a duel with Primus.
And Adam also mentioned about growing up with the G1 cartoon and the 86 movie, and also mentioning how the new movies are basically a new fresh start for the live action movie side of Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and since we're still continuing that talk of Transformers, since Transformers is a Japanese and American co-produced toy series, Japan also made some anime series for Transformers of their own as well.
That's cool.
And other than the Unicron trilogy, for G1 they made Headmasters, Super God Master Force, Victory, and Zone. And for Beast Wars, there's Beast Wars 2nd and Beast Wars Neo. And so far, that's a little bit. Aside from a few stuff like an anime adaptation of Robot Masters and Transformers Go, that's kind of pretty much it. I mean,
your mic's going off.
Good. I thought it was me for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
No, his mic does that sometimes.
Oh, gotcha. It's like, man, am I going deaf now? What in the world? Goodness gracious. Like, my goodness.
No.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I started rewatching G1, man, and there were so many edits that were missed of mistakes. It made me laugh. Like there was one part where Bumblebee and Spike are getting aboard the plane and the door shuts, but you still see both of them standing there. When the door's supposed to be shut, it just turns brown, but they're still standing there in the shot, and they couldn't figure out where to put Optimus's Autobot signal. At first it's on the right shoulder, then it's on the left, then it's on the right. This is all in one episode. Sometimes his grill wasn't in, or the top
Wait, hold on.
In. Oh, it had me dying.
I haven't seen the original Transformers cartoon series. I have the movie, which I haven't watched yet, but I need to get into that series.
They're all, man. They have all of the original cuts on YouTube for free.
Oh yeah, you can also watch G.I. Joe, the real American Hero on YouTube as well.
I watch that all the time. I'll put that on the live and just let it play.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you end up with Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, sometimes his mic gets muffed.
Oopsie.
Yeah, it sucks, man.
Well, do the best you can.
Yeah. Anyway, and also fun fact, both Transformers and G.I. Joe take place in the same universe. Well, the G1 versions at least. Well, it's been hinted at in the original cartoon with a character named Old Snake who was hinted to be Cobra Commander, but in the Marvel comics, they completely crossed over with each other. And they also had some other series where they crossed over with each other as well.
I can't remember the last time I watched the G.I. Joe movie, the animated one.
Yeah,
I was watching the show the other day. I had it on YouTube. Talk about mindless entertainment, man. You throw that shit on, boy, you're just good to go.
Yeah.
Ye-
Good to turn that on, especially if there's nothing really going on.
Well, the live action movies were okay, but it
Well,
just
I did check the G.I. Joe live action movies. Yeah, I'm a bit hot and cold with those films.
it was just literally, like I said, they were okay. They weren't great. They weren't the worst army style movie or anything. But yeah, I mean, I could tolerate it, I guess. I just would stick with the original animated cartoons myself.
Yeah, the live action G.I. Joe for me, it was just a hit and miss, pretty much.
And since you got your introduction to Transformers via Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, I've also been checking out a little bit of some scenes of those shows in Japanese. Well, the Japanese versions of it, and I heard that the
No,
was it some? Okay, well, I heard that they cleaned out some of the content, finished up the clean up the animation errors in the Japanese version, and a lot of the characters' names were different in the Japanese dub, where it uses some of the names that Hasbro didn't have the rights to anymore. Like Hotshot was called Hot Rod, and Red Alert was called Ratchet, and Cyclonus was called Sandstorm over there, and Demolisher was called Ironhide, and Sideways was called Double Face, and Blur was called Silverbolt, and there was also Cybertron Hotshot was called Grudge Shell, I believe, and there's also and Soundwave's brother Sideways, who's also named Sideways as well, was called Zentana, I believe. I forgot. And there's also a few more stuff. Like, and there's also Tidal Wave, and in Japan he's called Shockwave. And Shock Blast was called Laser Wave in Japan. And what else? And of course, there's different voices for the characters. Like Carlos is actually voiced by a little kid, and not, or at least a girl imitating a little kid, and not voiced by the guy who voiced Ed and Eddie doing a Hispanic accent.
For me, personally, I thought they should have, in our Transformer Armada, I thought they should have stuck with the animation that they did in the Armada and didn't change it to the boxy CGI that they did in Cybertron and Energon.
Oh yeah, I heard that some people didn't like that either.
No.
And I also know that
it doesn't look right to me. Like, you have the Transformers that look like totally CGI, and then you have like the background and the human characters 2D animated. It doesn't look right to me at all.
Yeah. And also, not to mention, in Energon as well, when Starscream was revived, in the Japanese dub of it, Starscream was referred to as Night Scream in that show.
Starscream.
Cobra Commander.
Cobra!
I love the streams of Starscream.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
heck,
so
Megatron
fun.
trying to transform and go into Cobra Commander's hand just because.
And not to mention, sorry. Okay, as I was trying to say, not to mention, Armada also had the best version of Starscream as well, where he's like an honorable warrior that didn't like being abused by Megatron a lot.
No, like, I mean, I know Megatron has Starscream as his what's the word I'm looking for?
Bitch.
No.
Whipping boy.
No,
groveler.
no. What's the word I'm looking for?
Slave.
No. At some point, at one point, Starscream was like, maybe like a partner to Megatron,
Yeah,
but
he is second in command. I mean, you
yeah,
gotta give
but
him
then
that.
eventually, like you said, he became Starscream became Megatron's bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, his plans that didn't quite. They almost worked in the movie, right? Like he came so close, and then disintegration.
Yeah.
And then he's a ghost. I think I remember some of that in the cartoons where he's a ghost and stuff. But
Yeah, he was in second in command, and he eventually fell to the underling status.
Yeah.
But it's been so long since I've seen the originals. That's why I started there, and I haven't really seen anything since the originals, other than whatever it was on Netflix. I had hit, back when I was sick. I was watching that, Raquel, and it was just something that popped on, and it didn't suck. But I only got into a couple episodes of it. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see all the different Transformers together. So you got two primes together. One's an ape and one's the semi truck, and so that was really kind of cool to see.
I from what I know, there's a Transformers Beast war or something back in I think somewhere between the 90s and 2000s, but I never got into that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was just what I saw on Netflix, and I clicked on that one, and I was just like, "Oh, this is pretty good," And like I said, I never got all the way through it. I'm still a G1 fella because that's what I grew up on, in He-Man, the original, and all that kind of stuff. But I still was enjoying what I saw, and some of the other series I saw on Netflix as well, where I was kind of like, "Hey, I'm going to check some of these out." So I've got them all on my watch list. I'm kind of like you, like I've got all these certain ones to watch when I'm in that Transformer mood to just sit there and binge watch Transformers.
Let's see, Transformers Beast Machines, 1999 TV series. Have not seen this one. I heard it's like, well, from what I was told, it's like hit or miss, I guess. Yeah, Megatron pretty much likes to stay in control.
Good old Megatron. It's pretty funny how the Japanese version, the Decepticons were the good guys.
So how are you doing? How's the puppies?
They're doing good. They're up there running around. The newer puppies. I still got Duncan out of the other ones because he stayed, but he's finally sleeping. And then we've got a newer arrival that has a trip to Chicago in 3 weeks. So she's hanging out here till then. But a certain person didn't pay for her, so she just might be a keeper because she's really cute.
So it didn't pay up.
And it's one of Mr. Peabody's daughters because I did have a dog that was named Mr. Peabody, and it's one of his daughters, and so we just might have to keep her because she's really cute.
Aww.
She's a puppy. I think she's about 5-6 weeks younger than Dunkadoo is, and she's just so precious. Let's see. Here we go. But yeah, good old Mr. Peabody's daughter. Yeah, she's like, "What's this? What's going on?"
Puppy.
So yeah, she's one of the new ones, but she looks like her daddy, and she's got his temperament. She's real lovey-dovey all the time. Very needy. See, I'm very needy.
And very quiet. Very quiet too.
Yeah. Well, she was sleeping. She's like, "What in the world is going on?"
Someone wants attention.
Mhm. Oh, always. You know it. Yep. Yep. Holly. Holly came into heat, so she's chilling in here. Sassy's like, "What's going on?" Yep. But yeah, it's just never ending. But yeah, she if the lady doesn't pay for her, I think we're gonna end up keeping her because she's just too darn cute to let go. Yeah, aren't you? See, look at that. This is Billy Billy Billy's. Yes, I know. I got you. Oh, doing a wiener dance. But yeah, she her fur, it looks like cream soda almost. It's so creamy. Her coloring. Hello, Sassy. But as of right now, she's just hanging out here for a little bit. And if not, we're gonna keep her. She's cute.
Aww.
Duncan
Well,
likes
she is
her.
cutie.
Yep. Because right now he's hanging out with his mom and some other girls, and he's just like, yeah, there's nobody my size. So she's a little bit smaller than he is, at least. Yep, that's what I've been doing. Besides yard work, I was up on the roof. I sent Peabody a video of me up on the roof spinning around, just doing the 360 view from the top of the roof, and did a bunch of yard work and stuff, and didn't really think anything about it. But of course, got a little red, got a little sun.
Yeah, being pale, I burn really easily.
Oh yeah, pasties, they burn. They burn
Mm-hmm.
bad. You're outside for like 10 minutes and got a sunburn. The wife used to tell her,
Yep.
"Hey, make sure you put on some sunblock." Oh, I'll be fine. And then next thing you know,
You're
literally, it looked
red
like,
and you're burning.
yep, looks like you got like a damn near a third-degree burn, but it's just such a bad red sunburn. It's like, oh look, pasty looks like Mr. Krabs now. It's like, oh shit. So yeah, real fair skinned people burn.
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't think anything of it because I'm out, I'm outside quite a bit anyway. So generally I'll, get a little bit. And I was covered like I am now. It's not like I was wearing no shirt or just a tank top. I actually had a cutoff on, but ooh, yeah, I got it. It got me. Nothing bad, but still, it's just that, ooh, I forgot what that was like.
Adam knows I like to see other parts of the world.
Mm-hmm. Well, plus the ducks had like crashed into the pool, so I turned around and there they were. So I got a picture of them. I'm like, all right, this is kind of funny. Got up there because the last 2 days it was like 67 degrees, so got it done then. Well, we got it done then, and then like today it was in the 80s, so I didn't have to get up on the roof in the 80s. I did it when it was a little cooler. Along with mowing and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, had a lot of fun. Got a ton of burning to do. And took myself to the movies and had a good time. Spent like $7 for the ticket and sat down. I had about, I don't know, 10, 12 people maybe in the same theater I was in. Because I went Thursday at like 2:45. For the Doctor Strange movie, and I had a good time. To me, that movie shows that at least instead of getting more crappy movies, it feels like maybe we've got a turn. It felt like very Raimi-ish Sam Raimi-ish movie, and for the most part, we got deadite Doctor Strange up in that biatch. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm not saying it was perfect, but it was way better than what we've gotten from Disney lately. And it didn't feel like it was going down that same track with the same. I didn't leave feeling like a piece of crap because I'm a white guy. So, it felt like to me too, like of importance. Like I enjoyed the first Doctor Strange movie. But this one too, it feels very Ant-Man to me, where like Ant-Man, you can get through the universe without ever seeing the Ant-Man movies. Like you can watch them, but you don't have to watch them to understand what's going on because they've got such small roles. And I feel like that with Doctor Strange as well. So anything in the Marvel universe, these guys really don't matter that much in the overall. And since they've already killed the universe anyway, hey, I didn't feel that this was that bad. It was fun. Good times had. So yeah.
Well, I'll eventually get to that. It's just the other movies I need to go through before I get to that. Like I haven't seen the Guardians of the Galaxy yet.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing with that too, I mean, it's so basically you've still got to get from Guardians on, so you haven't seen like Infinity War or Endgame or any of that.
Nope.
Oh wow, nice. Well, then not too bad for you because it's as a big fan of Marvel, there for me they kind of dropped off after Winter Soldier. I think War. Well, let's see. I didn't care for Infinity War or Endgame. I didn't like much of what came out after. The TV shows were bleh, at best. I had no expectations for any of them. I did enjoy the Moon Knight one though. I felt that's the best thing Disney Plus has offered between that and then now this new Doctor Strange movie. But I mean, it doesn't mean they won't drop the ball again before it gets better. But again, it wasn't woke. Everything had explanations in it. The X-Men scene that was in it felt very, very 90s nostalgia. There was some massive nostalgia up in this movie, but it was done properly, I feel. So yeah, it was a good one. And it was one that I wanted to see because I still haven't seen that last Spider-Man movie. I haven't seen the last Spider-Man movie. And I haven't seen the Eternals yet either, but I'm caught up movie-wise and show-wise because I've seen everything. So, I mean, hell, I pay for it. I'm going to watch it. I have that right. I'm a fan of some Disney stuff, mainly the old school cartoons that are up on there, though. The Silver Surfer's on there, and the X-Men are on there, and Spider-Man, a couple different versions even of Spider-Man. So, to each their own, though.
Yep. Speaking of Sam Raimi and Deadites, I can't wait for the Friday the 13th when Evil Dead the game comes out. My pal is a trap. Productions pre-ordered it for me on Amazon when I won a free game of my choice. Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Chef and the others can't wait for that Evil Dead game to come out this Friday, I believe.
It is pretty badass because I was there when when we found the trailer for it and was talking about it. That was a whole lot of fun. I think I was on the panel. I was either on the panel or I was in the chat or both. But yeah, I wish I played games like I used to. Like I wish I had the eyesight and everything to be able to do that because that game, like I used to love watching Jesse play Friday the 13th. And then, he was doing the Predator and all that too. That it was really cool to see the games that Jesse was showing off. And then now with the two of them doing it, it's even better. Both of them, Chef and Jesse, and playing games.
I don't know how because when I'm watching Chef or Lindsay playing, they're at the same channel at the same time. And I'm wondering how are they live streaming from their respective consoles onto the same channel.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how to do that.
Yeah, because like when I play on my PS4 and stream the game directly to YouTube, right? Like, that's just my console and what I'm doing and streaming. So yeah, how do you do multiple ones?
Like when I watch Chef and Lindsay play their games, they're doing for their own perspectives, but they're still on the same channel.
Yeah,
I'm not
at the
sure.
same time, but on different channels. Yeah. It's like Jesse's on one, she's on. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. 110%.
I don't know exactly how you would do that.
Yeah, I don't know. because that's like the consoles would be talking to each other more so than there's just
you would think when you would try to stream at the same time with this other person, you think the other person would get canceled out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's kind of cool that it doesn't though, because you can pick.
Yeah, it is cool.
Listen to. I did enjoy that, but I mean, and then it's the same thing too. Like because when I do my PS4, I can't get my PS4 to sync to my iMac because my Bluetooth doesn't work in my iMac. So it won't Bluetooth. So when I record like the little bit of gaming that's on my channel and stuff, that's literally from the PlayStation itself. When I've recorded it and saved it and posted it on on YouTube, because the biggest problem I have is like I don't have a headset, like the Bluetooth headset I have for my phone doesn't work for my PS4. And I did bust out my PS3, which I've got it all updated. I just have to see what I've got logged into for YouTube because I'm going to start. I do want to play some games, but it'd be nice if I'm playing where people are typing in the chat and whatnot. I could just talk versus having to then stop playing and then respond from my phone, kind of a thing. But I don't even game that much, so.
Well, I have been taking a break from video gaming, but yeah, I would like to do a live stream video game with Boosh playing Elder Scrolls. I just don't have the time to do it this week, though.
Right.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I know there's an event coming up in Ohio pretty soon, but I think it was in August. Are you going to be in that area in that time frame by chance this year?
In August?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay. Well, it's something James Clark sent me. There's a thing coming up. I think it's called a PowerCon.
PowerCon?
Yeah, I think it was called PowerCon. I'll double check I'll double check it and I'll DM it to you. But that's why I was kind of wondering because I was like, oh, all right, because I'm already planning in September to go to Horror Hound in Indianapolis. So, but I was wondering, I was like, well, if you were going to be in the area, that might be worth me, especially going, because that's something we could do together. If you were down for it, go to a little. It's a bunch of comic book stuff, basically. It's just a big convention. Cool. But I don't know how big. I haven't looked into it yet. Because as you know, everything goes around about. A lot of it's going to depend on where I'm going to deliver puppies and stuff.
Yeah.
It's the beautiful thing about being retired and having a part-time gig driving dogs places. I can just say no.
At least you get to hang out with your puppers.
Alrighty.
I was doing that long before I had a YouTube channel. Long before I got deemed superfan Adam Shawhan by Jeff Hicks from World Class Bullshitters.
Speaking of which, I just checked my sub count today, and I'm at where I'm at 592 subscribers. Nice. So I'm almost like at 600. I never thought I would get over 100. So I really appreciate all you guys, supporting me after these 2 years of YouTube. I love what I'm doing, and I love hanging out and talking to my friends and meeting new people. And thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, heck. Wait, is my mic? Never mind. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. And I've been liking you and Fade ever since Broden brought you guys on his brought you guys on his channel back when he started the new crew.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Pete from Keep Your Little Book, people from the Crow's Nest, Honstar, JJ, aka Sith Lord, rest in peace. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those guys. So thank you.
Yep.
Mhm.
Good old Pete's Creepy Little Books, where I met you at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then because I've been with Jesse since debut. Basically, we met each other long time ago. But yeah, I mean, it's one of them things though. Like you meet people and then they start doing stuff, and it's like I had thought about launching one of my other channels that I've had on the back burner for a while, but then it's just like, man, Peabody wasn't feeling good, and the other fella that I was going to have on to do some of the toy talking and stuff with, same thing. He wasn't feeling well, and I was sore myself, so it was just like it didn't end up working out. But it's the same thing. It's really hard because I'm a part of quite a few different fandoms, and we're talking from yourself, almost at 600 to people that are recently monetized that I'm a part of, to all the way to world class bullshitters with 175K. I mean, I've known those guys for years now and been a part of the channel, and I do events with the guys, and place to be reviewed, same thing. I was just on earlier with Tony Tone Deaf for the Monday night retrospective for WWF versus WCW. So yeah, I mean, and it's even harder when you're a fan of these channels, so you're in the chats and stuff, and then if you're trying to do your own thing, and then try to bring some of the same people on, a lot of times just things are very conflictive time wise. Not that they don't want to do it, but they've got other commitments, and or vice versa. So do you. So there's a lot of take and a lot of give there. If you've got the right kind of people that want to help, not just come and use you and then leave you in the dark. Like, oh well, thanks for nothing. But yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's happened, and I've seen it happen to some of the bigger YouTubers and some of the ones that grew off of some of those that just completely treated them like crap for no reason. So no names will be mentioned, but you know who you are, and it is what it is. I'm lucky enough that I like hanging out right where I'm at. I enjoy guest starring on shows or popping in here with Raquel and hanging out with everybody. Been here with Dr. Forbin before, and JJ, and I was lucky enough to stream with JJ on Proper Germany's channel. So Justin Proper. So yeah, I was lucky to stream on there with him a couple times as well. So
same here. I got to hang out with JJ on not only his channel, but Honstar and my channel as well.
Yep. So that's just it though. Look at how many people that we know via each other and or other channels. That we bringing everybody together.
I mean, some of my friends that I met on here, I have their phone numbers. They can text me and call me whenever they want to.
Yep.
And not to mention, during my time on Raquel's channel, I got to earn some of the people who usually come on the chats respect because, well, compared to a lot of the younger folk out there, I'm one of the few people that aren't like the ones that don't follow the crazy everything is racist, sexist, homophobic, transphobic trend, or
you know what, this whole propaganda bullshit, I don't really care for it.
I know. I'm just
gonna like what I like. If you don't like my opinion on that, oh well, I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, Tommy the guinea pig, say it the best. Don't let people tell you what you can and or cannot like. What you can and or cannot do. I'm sorry, but that's just it. Like, just because I don't like something doesn't mean that you can't like it, and that we can't have a conversation and still be friends. That's what nerd culture used to be.
Exactly.
And to me, that's the way it should be, not this bullcrap nonsense that we.
Yeah, you say something and I don't agree with you, so I cancel you. Yeah, and nobody else can like you either. It's so pre-kindergarten-ish, if you will.
Petty is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I would think of other words, but I'm being polite. So see.
Yeah. And I sure know
this is what happens when you get me after doing a wrestling stream and I'm stoned. So you're
yeah. And I sure know I earned pop star culture's you know, respect because of how much I'm a bit different from the usual younger folk, including Raquel. Like I understood what he's meaning, and I also mentioned some stuff that he also liked. What I mentioned, like how he thought that Ghostbusters Afterlife was kind of in the same vein as Ghostbusters 2016, and among other modern movies, in his opinion. And I even mentioned, yes, shockingly, it was made by the same creator of the originals and his son. And he's like, yeah, I guess they had a lot of money poured down on their yard.
I've never seen Afterlife. We on Digital Pollution, we talked about the trailer, the first trailer when it came out, and we called what was going to happen. We're like, Egon's going to come back as a ghost and save the day. And then we heard that's what happened, and we're like, well, that's all I wanted to know. I was like, all right, I still haven't seen it. I love Paul Rudd, but I saw 2016, and after the first Ghostbusters was awesome, the second one was, man, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, after 2016, it was just like, no, I don't really care. It's been too long, and I know they did it for the fans, and we had the cartoons and all that stuff.
And
but
the video,
I don't know. I still haven't seen it. I just don't. I don't know. It's not on any of the platforms that I have that I pay for. So
I haven't watched the trailer for 2016 Ghostbusters. I seen the trailer, and that was enough to say no.
I was such a Ghostbusters fan though that I watched it. This was pre really a lot of people bitching on the internet, especially about that kind of stuff. So I mean, I just watched. That's when you could go to a movie though, and if it sucked, you could speak your mind and it was okay, right? Before they started this, you can't talk bad about anything. Bullshit.
Right.
But yeah, again, I watched the movie, and it's just, even when you break it down, apart from the original movie that they redid with the girls, a 5-second line, they go in depth explaining, and it's just completely lost. It's bad writing, and just, it was horrible. And I watched that movie thinking, wow, this is bad. And it had nothing to do with just, like the woke culture thing. And just the movie was bad. It was a bad idea. Those things happen. They used to have that before. Bad ideas and bad movies would be made, but it was a bad idea. They didn't blame it on a culture thing. And the movie to me was just shit. I watched the entire thing. I watched it once and said, never again will I watch this.
Yeah, poorly handled.
To me, Ghostbuster Afterlife was, to me, a good homage to the first two Ghostbuster films. So I think you would like it, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I haven't overly watched a bunch of reviews or anything on it. It was literally just, us. You know how we are on Wednesday nights, and we were just all hanging out, and somebody answered it, and I was like, okay. I think Jez watched it, and he wasn't really impressed. He's just like, member berries, this, and this. He and I have different opinions though on stuff, so it'll be good to see once it pops up on one of the platforms I have. If it does, and if it doesn't, eventually, if I don't ever see it, oh well.
Yeah. I mean, heck. Oh, sorry.
No, it just depends on where they go with it. Are they going to keep, I know that they did some work on this, and maybe it could be all right, but then in the same aspect, I'm at that age, almost being in my 50s. Do I really need more Ghostbusters? I was happy with the way they redid, the trailer for this, where they said there hadn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years, which literally lined up with when Ghostbusters 2 was. That was the last, when they did that trailer that way. Like, to me, that's all I needed. I was good there. I'm like, all right, so 2016 didn't happen, and then it's going to continue here, and I'm just going to say it was good, even though I hadn't seen it yet. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll enjoy it. From what little bits I've heard from people, it sounds like it should be fun.
Yeah. I mean, heck, I gave the movie a 9 out of 10 because, well, to not to go into spoiler territory, because, well, since you haven't seen the film, I only had 2 gripes of it, and that's a bit it. And one's just a minor nitpick, and the other, which I can understand a little bit. And I also heard other people saying an interesting thing as well, like, well, I don't want to. Again, I don't want to go on spoiler territory, but I'll just still wait for you to get to see the movie, and I'll probably might tell you a bit. Well, if the movie does, end up on streaming services.
Hey, Supersonic Warrior.
Hey, Supersonic.
Ghostbusters Afterlife was awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. And but yeah, and well, what I can also tell you this is that there's a sequel in Afterlife that was hinted a little bit, just to mention that a little bit and just leave it at that.
Oh yeah, which like I said
nice.
again, already knew all that stuff, but they did the groundwork for it. They left it there, so we'll see if they pick up with it, or if they're gonna just stop here and be done with it. Because it's got to be kind of hard with Hollywood and the way that things are going on these days.
Like
Yeah.
where was I thinking? Something. It was some film. Someone mentioned it that I think they think I should say should be made into Hollywood right now, and I'm like, with today's culture in Hollywood, is that really a good idea?
Especially if the series they're going with is old as time,
Well, considering how much everything's gotten messed up recently, too, that's the whole thing. It's like eventually, like they've said, oh, go woke, go broke. Well, 2016 was quite a while ago, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 6 years ago, guys. It's not like it's going to happen overnight. We know that. So that's why when I see what I saw in the Doctor Strange movie, and again, maybe this is just me trying to be very positive, but I'm really hoping that it's that curve. We're on that curve again to getting back to better movies, to getting back to great movies, to then getting back to epic movies again. Because we haven't had any of that in quite a while.
No. Hey, Sonic Warrior. Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? 2021 was definitely the year of Sony pleasing the fans. First, Ghostbusters Afterlife, and then Spider-Man No Way Home.
I haven't seen No Way Home yet. Jez hated it though.
I haven't seen it yet either. So
I wasn't a fan. Like I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I liked him better off. Like he's in Civil War, so I liked seeing Spider-Man more as a small part in the MCU versus what we got. And again, I overly can't say that they're bad movies. I watch them, but I'm so tired of kid Spider-Man. I'm ready for the college Peter Parker that's also a crime fighter that ends up
that. Since the multiverse of the three Spider-Mans coming together, people have been asking, like, do the fourth Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire, and I think the director who did those movies have expressed interest of doing one. I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Oh God, I hope not. We don't need Garfunkel or Maguire doing Spider-Man. Like they had their time frame, and we're over it. I mean, we wouldn't have had what we got if it weren't for Garfunkel's not working out, because that would have been the Sinister Six. That was what they were setting up, was the Sinister Six.
Well, I understand with Tobey Maguire, but I mean, if it did happen, I would like to see Andrew Garfield come back. I'm not a really particular fan with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He just doesn't. I mean, he doesn't really scream to me as Spider-Man.
He was a better Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's a better Peter Parker, where Andrew Garfunkel was a better Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a shitty Peter Parker. No offense. Again, I can watch the movies and enjoy them, because go back and watch the 1970s Spider-Man, and then you come talk to me about bad movies, okay?
Yeah.
When he's literally throwing rope for webbing, that's the shit.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
So
that's what I grew up with. Okay, so really, I'm not going to say, oh, these are great because, and this is horrible because of that. I enjoyed them. But again, I mean it like seriously. I felt that the Maguire ones, he was a way better Peter Parker than a Spider-Man, and he was fine. Like the end of the first one, after the Green Goblin, committed goblicide with his glider, and you got him on the flag. Like that felt right. That felt very comic book, Marlon, and beforehand even. Second movie wasn't bad. Third movie, they just kind of shit the bed me. One too many characters, too many things going on all at once.
Picked the wrong actor for the villain role.
I'd watch those again over the Andrew Garfunkel runs, or Garfield rather. But again, I'm just tired of, again, back to the same old thing. I'm ready for, give me the Peter Parker that's, eventually going to be the Peter Parker in the Spider-Verse. I don't want a live action Spider-Verse. I was fine with the animated one. I don't. That's the one thing I didn't want was a Spider-Verse, personally. I think the animated movie worked fine.
Well, to me, Tobey Maguire, I thought he was a very good Spider-Man. Peter Parker, he was somewhat okay with.
And not to mention, William Dafoe also really nailed Green Goblin in the movie.
Yeah, like I think some people on Twitter, like, would really like to see him as the Joker because of his smile, and I have to say he might have, in my personal view, maybe he really can pull off the character of the Joker.
Oh, he's got the acting chops for it, definitely.
Yeah.
And funny enough, I remember hearing a rumor about him being casted as Purple Guy for the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which is surprising, weird yet surprising.
Five Nights at Freddy's, that really creepy video game with the
animatronics.
Yeah.
I was like, so they're trying to hire. So that rumor was trying to say they were trying to hire Green Goblin himself to play William Afton, Purple Guy's real name, by the way. I was like, dang. But then again, it's a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not.
And there went the movie's budget.
I thought the creator of the video game said he was done with that.
Oh yeah, he is. He passed it on to another company.
Some kind of.
So I heard mixed opinions on Security Breach. A little bit.
I thought it was some kind of scandal.
Scandal?
The reason why he quit.
Oh, it was because of the fact he got attacked on Twitter, all because of his political leanings of beliefs and what he supported.
Is that what it was?
I have no idea. I guess he just I heard that he wanted to spend time with his family more, but that was just something that happened one moment before, fully retired, what I heard from some people.
Well, I understand. I mean, like, he created this video game series that came so successful, and he stated his opinion about stuff, and he was just getting crap over it. And like, I don't blame him, moving on and doing other things.
Yeah, I mean, so what if he supported something that was right wing or a bit, anti-gayish, a little bit, sort of. But again, it really doesn't matter, I mean, as long as the person in question doesn't act like a total butt or or have cancerous behavior or start acting extreme about everything, then I'm fine,
Mm-hmm. I mean, what happened? Like, if you don't like someone's opinion,
just don't bother. Just don't.
Yeah, don't bother it. Just leave it alone.
Well, as they used to say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has them.
Oh yeah.
So there you go. I mean, it's the problem of people that are putting the power into the dislikes and the this is offensive and it's like it doesn't matter. It never mattered. Like we don't care who you're sleeping with. Don't care if you're gay. Don't care if you're religious. Don't care. Yeah, I don't care. Like look, monkey. We go back to the old cartoons of the guy with the monkey with his hand out wetting a nickel. That's where we're at again. Dance, monkey, dance. That's your job. That's how we get fed. That's what we need to go back to. And these
Yeah.
actors think because they're actors, you should listen to them. And it's like, you're nobody. You're just an actor. You're no different than I am. I mean, I've had dinner with Vince Vaughn. He's a great guy. Don't get me wrong, but he's just a guy.
Yeah. And hey, speaking of the 70s Spider-Man show, since you mentioned you grew up with that show and I heard that show was kind of crap, I think you might also be interested. Let me rephrase it a bit. But I think you might find the Japanese Spider-Man show made by Toei, made in that same year, to be interesting a bit as well, because Stan Lee liked that show, and that version of Spider-Man was more closer to the Spider-Man we know in the comics.
Oh yeah.
So aside from a few things like where he has a different unique interpretation of his origin story, but he even also has a Megazord as well, which surprisingly and not surprisingly at the same time, because well, it's Toei. They're the people who made Super Sentai, or which would eventually become Power Rangers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And heck, so far the only extent of
Yep.
I mean, heck, the only extent of a scene that I seen was Spidey taking a submachine gun and shooting at the bad guys, just try to ward them off. I was like, what the heck?
Oh yeah.
He's going guns akimbo.
Guns akimbo, huh?
Yeah. And heck, I found the whole series was uploaded on YouTube by someone, so I might check that out in the future if I ever get the chance to, because well, it looks pretty interesting. Definitely wild than the usual Spider-Man stories we're used to, but still unique regardless. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I also remember what else is there? I also remember on one of Broden's streams, Thay was talking about how there was some an insignificant minority of people, or AKA the Twitter tards, was ranting and raving about the Northman being sexist and white supremacy crap, even though it wasn't. It's literally that. But that's, even though the thing is that during the Viking times, they weren't a nation that ended up encountering a lot of other countries or countries outside of Europe, And then he sarcastically said, and I guess by their logic, we can't make historical films set in those other areas. And apparently, by their logic, the only historical films we should make are films about Rome, Greece, and Egypt, because apparently they had inclusion in it. Even though that doesn't really matter, because again, history. Rome and Greece and Egypt had a bit of encounters with other cultures. Heck, I found out Rome and China almost met during the ancient times. But still, that doesn't mean that we're going to ignore the other nations and their histories. Imagine a world without movies about Vikings or samurai, That wouldn't be the same. And also another thing I seen Faye talk about was the fact that during ancient times, there was some hints that our ancient ancestors also had become technologically advanced before. Not like super futuristic techno in the sense, I mean, like more like advanced at the time, where there's a lot of buildings and ancient, clay and stone made cities, but by the time when our climate was changing at the time, there was a flood, and it was also kind of a theoretic explanation why there's a lot of flood stories in other cultures, and it reduced our ancestors back to hunter gatherers until they got back to until decades later they got back to where they were originally up at that point before the flood happened, which I thought was interesting too, because it kind of reminded me of weirdly about the origin story in Halo, sort of, where humanity became technologically advanced during ancient times, futuristically to be specific, and we had a war with the Forerunners, and the Forerunners found that we were running away from the flood, and then of course we ended up, and once the Forerunners invented the Halo Ray and fired it and wiped out every living sentient being in the galaxy, and basically recreated and cloned every sentient species that died during the Halo Ray just to starve the flood. Our species got reduced back into a hunter-gatherer primitive state, and then we wouldn't go back to being technologically advanced futuristically until decades later in the Halo universe.
Never Halo.
I don't have any knowledge on Halo. I don't really know enough about it.
That's a Tommy gun thing. So yeah, there you go.
I've been telling Raquel about Halo multiple times on here already.
Yeah, you and Cast in the Shadows.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
like, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I know it's a video game, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. And Dr. Foreman just mentioned Vikings were not only a sea culture, but a river culture that traded with Europe. That is true too.
Hey, Darius.
Dariusu.
How are you doing?
Yeah. And what else is there? Oh, and well, this ain't anything too, super exciting, but we got a new lawnmower.
Nice.
Yeah. And I've also started to getting back into the world of Alien vs. Predator again, since I mentioned that I was watching some chronological cut videos for the AVP games again.
AVP games?
Yeah, that's what it's short for, Alien vs. Predator. That's what the moniker is usually short for.
Okay.
So yeah. And so far, I got to watch some of the ones that I haven't seen yet. And heck, the guy who made them hasn't gotten to AVP 2 yet. Not AVP Requiem. I'm referring to the AVP 2 game. But I'm currently watching another guy's video who did a similar thing, but not as super amazingly movie-esque like the other guy did, but still good nevertheless. Yeah. And after that, I'm actually going to try to get on to watching Bakugan again, since I've been holding that off for about a week now. And I also found out something interesting recently is that there was a interesting cut scene in the second season, and they cut out a dance scene, sort of. Well, it was the background dancing on a cake, top of a cake, weirdly, in the Japanese dub, but they cut it out in the English dub, which is honestly weird, and honestly made the scene look awkward. Where in the English dub, the characters was just was awking at a cake, but yet in the Japanese dub of the scene, but it made it more sense about why they were gawking. And I heard some people
lost in translation, man, when they do that kind of stuff, you know.
Oh yeah, I heard there were some people because that they cut it out because they're playing the Japanese ending theme song in that scene for the second season. Well, a special version of it. But yeah, and my buddy told me that back then localization was pretty weird at least for kids anime at least. But yeah, like you said, some stuff being lost in translation, you know. I mean, heck, I even thought of maybe they could have used the show's English theme song, or at least or even the Battle Brawlers video game theme song into the scene. But a buddy of mine told me that I don't think that would work either, because it will make it even more awkward, especially if they have to do re-edits.
I think there was a very, very missed opportunity when 2019 happened that we should have gotten a lot of animation, and we didn't, because that would have been a good time for a lot of animation to kick off, because you can phone in the stuff and you're working from a computer. So, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because there could have been a lot of different kind of animated movies finally made. And would have been a real good time for animation, you know, to launch and become bigger. Because let's face it, like the DC animated movies were really good versus the live action, and a lot of times the Marvel, you know, animated stuff we got wasn't bad either. But DC had it, man. Their animated movies, they just beautiful.
Oh yeah. I mean, heck, aside some stuff like Teen Titans Go, most of the time the animated stuff was really good, from what I can tell. I mean, heck, last year, me and my buddy watched the entire seasons of the Batman, not the Batman the Animated Series, the one from 2004.
Oh yeah, those are semi good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they weren't bad. Because Jez and I found it because of I saw the Batman and it was versus Dracula, and he's like, I've never seen that. I'm like, yeah, I haven't either. I was like, this is that Batman I never watched. So we watched the movie first, and then that got me into the series. So I started watching the series, and you know, yeah, it was a pretty decent, you know, run on Batman. Not too bad. Good stories.
Yeah, I mean,
Joker was all right in there. I think he was played by Kevin Michael Richardson, I think.
Oh yeah, and not to mention Ron Perlman played Killer Croc, and Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs himself, played Mr. Freeze, and SpongeBob himself, Tom Kenny, played Penguin.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
yep.
It was a good series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I never finished it. I still had I think it was on the last season. But I was thoroughly enjoying the shit out of it. And then when they did the Batman movie, I was like, okay. Which I was like, all right, let's see where this goes. Which I went and saw that. That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah, I mean, heck, after I saw the show, I went ahead and went online and read so far 5 of the spin-off comics that the show produced, called The Batman Strikes. Now, initially, I thought it was a sequel the show because it said that the adventures of Batman continues. But after reading some pages and eyeing on some key details, I was like, oh, wait a second. These comics take place in between episodes of the show, not a sequel. Never mind. But so far they were interesting.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I have to end things here. I'm expecting to be at Brodan's channel with Thade. You can check you can check me out there, or you can check Jedi Bill, who's probably live right now.
No probleme. And it was great to at least I'm lucky to get on here before.
Yeah, thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah. Like I said, I wrapped up with the Clown World review and doing the Monday night retrospective on WCW versus WWF, and seeing you were on, I was like, oh, all right. I was like, yeah, let me finish up with the puppies and stuff, and then I'll jump on for a little bit with you.
Puppers.
Yeah. Speaking of SpongeBob, I got a special shirt from work. The Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Pizza? I thought it was burgers. Wait a minute here. Did somebody not tell me you also serve pizza too?
Yeah, they did in that one episode of season 1.
Oh, I did not know that. Huh? Well,
yeah, it's literally titled Krusty Krab Pizza. Or no, wait, actually, Pizza Delivery, actually.
Speaking of which, I'm getting really hungry.
Yeah,
so we're gonna hop off of here, and I know I haven't been doing this for a while, but yeah, I do plan of doing more soon. Maybe maybe I'll do a Funhouse Shenanigans this Thursday. It's not a definite, but if not, I'll do it next week. But yeah, I'm planning to do more of these, very soon. Wait, hold on, Darius. Raquel, is this Brodan's channel? Oh, hold on a minute. It's not the old.
You shared didn't work.
I have to check. It's probably his old channel. I have to check this out. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me if it was the old channel.
I thought his old channel was deleted.
Yeah, it is his old channel. Okay, that's the wrong link.
Oh, so his old channel's still there, but
his old channel is gone.
Ah, yeah. Okay, so I mean, I remember he mentioned that a glitch happened when he was trying to state it.
And
funny enough,
somehow that deleted his old channel.
I have no idea how that worked either.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, what can you say? Sometimes technology can be confusing. And I know, I've experienced that.
I just don't understand how a glitch would delete your YouTube channel like that.
Yeah, I don't know either. So I just went with, okay, so a glitch happened and it caused it to muck things up. But at least the one good thing out of it is that at least he got rid of some of his old videos. It got rid of his old videos along with it, since it was videos made back when he was on the anti-Phantom Menace phase.
All right, I think I changed. Yeah, here's the new channel link for Brodan. Thank you, Darius, for funding that issue. Thank you. I thought I did. Whoopsies.
New crew.
And with that, you can check out Jedi Bill, who's on right now, or you can check me, Brodan and Thade at the new crew in a few minutes. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Good night, everybody.
Bye for
Later,
now.
haters.